Yo, what's going on, guys? All in day what, 18, 19, 19. Let's go over today's price action. I'm doing this a little bit earlier than usual. Just kind of wanted to say some things that are fresh on my mind, especially right after market open. So we can come here and we can look on the daily here. So price was actually moving up, so it was bullish when market open, and inverse this daily gap. All right, so I'm looking bullish on the daily, and and I'm looking bullish on the 4 hour. The 4 hour was above this, respecting this 4 hour gap, moving higher. And on the 1 hour as well, it was moving higher, right? Took out this liquidity, but I was thinking that was prompting price to move lower to find a good retracement, maybe on the higher time frames. So what it actually did was that swept previous day high and pretty much crashed down. So we got this sweep, price just kept coming down, and it made a solid retracement here with an equilibrium. And on ES, actually it retraced when it came into this gap. So on ES, when it came to this gap here, then in Q, made a solid retracement. There it is. Trading view is glitching out. Made this solid retracement to equilibrium. Alright. And this would have been good shorts right here once price broke structure on the 1 minute. So here, this would have been a good short position to target London low all the way down here, right? And it would have been pretty clean. So let's go over some things. I did not trade today. I did not take this trade today. I was looking too bullish. I was blinded by my bias, and that caused me to miss this beautiful move, retracing the, swept liquidity at the highs, broke structure, then came back and retraced into a 5 minute gap, or retraced at all, and then broke structure on the 1 minute and came down. And it was a beautiful day. It was pretty textbook, and I was just blinded by the fact that we were still in a bullish trend, and news had came out 8:30 making this bullish trend, confirming on the 1 hour that price was going to be bullish, breaking structure on the 1 hour. And that was really what was holding my bias together. Was the higher time frame was bullish at the time, and then swept this daily, or this previous day high, and pretty much just came down pretty hard. I was hoping that sweeping previous day high was going to prompt us to sweep out this 5 minute. I was looking for this 5 minute low to be targeted, to get swept out and then come back up, retracing into this 15 minute gap. But that wasn't the case. Price just ran down. So I can say a lot of things. One, definitely blinded by my bias, and in the moment I was really just hard set on longs rather than trying to be an observer and spectate. Instead, I was trying to kind of instill my bias on the market, and kind of almost brainwashing myself into thinking that price is going to go my way. in a sense. That wasn't what I was thinking, but in a sense, that was, in a nutshell, is what I was kind of thinking. I was just mainly just too focused on longs and wasn't looking at the other side of the picture, the bigger picture of things, and caused me to miss out. But all in all, it's better than taking a losing trade, because if I did find an entry within this, I would have lost. So, thank the Lord that I didn't, because there was no entry. It was just pretty much straight down. If I had found an entry, I would have been cooked. So, but yeah, definitely just looking too hard on longs. We'll try tomorrow, the next, and the week after that, and just try to be more open. Try to go with the flow of the market and be an observer rather than trying to instill my bias on the market like today. I've had this issue in the past, and I think today was just, I was a little bit kind of offset how I was feeling this morning, especially that I didn't really even want to trade. I wasn't even looking forward to trading, so it was more of like, if this fell into my lap, I was going to take it, but it's definitely just looking at longs more than shorts. To be fair though, price was pretty close to these highs. These were my targets up here. On NQ, is even closer to these highs, and I was looking for price to just come out and take this out, take out previous day high and just retrace within this hourly zone, probably within this equilibrium, is what I was looking for. Right here. And come back up, retracing this hourly gap and send us higher. But that wasn't the case. I definitely missed out seeing this BPR here created by news. So this is on 5-minute, and price moved pretty swiftly up to these highs, taking out draws on liquidity. And BPR, I didn't see this until the move actually happened. I was like, wait, this looks very familiar, like a BPR. And yeah, definitely was way too blind, not seeing a lot of these things. I mean, I was seeing the retracement. I was like, okay, it's retracing. It's gonna go down farther. I wanted to go down farther, but this far, I didn't expect. There wasn't a lot of draws in liquidity to the downside. The only draw was literally London low, and these lows were really high resistance down here. So I wasn't looking for that. I thought draws to the upside were better, especially with the retracement in the 4-hour, especially with the 1-hour breaking structure, especially the daily still being in an uptrend. So, all of these are what I was looking for. Then again, I didn't expect price to do this. So, but definitely would have taken this trade if I weren't blinded so much by bullish bias. But all said, guys, there's nothing I can really do about that. I just live to see the next day. So anyways, I will see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, I'm about to go hit the gym, so I'll see you. Peace.